It was just a recording of a family dinner, but the voice in the background would change everything. In 2016, the Thompson family gathered for their annual Thanksgiving dinner. They recorded videos, took photos, and laughed together like any normal family. But when they watched the footage later, they noticed something strange. In the background, there was a voice, a whisper. It didn't belong to anyone at the table. It said, "She's not safe." The family was confused. They checked the windows, the doors. Everything was locked. Nobody was outside, but the voice was there, clear as day. The family couldn't explain it. They thought it was a glitch, maybe interference from a nearby radio. They brushed it off and went on with their lives. But then things started happening. Strange things. The family dog would bark at nothing. Lights would flicker. Doors would open on their own. And then one morning, the youngest daughter didn't come down for breakfast. Her name was Lily. She was 16. She was gone. Her room was empty. Her phone was on the nightstand. Her clothes were still in the closet. It was like she had vanished into thin air. Police searched the house. They found nothing. No sign of forced entry. No struggle. No evidence of crime. The family was devastated. They played the Thanksgiving footage over and over again. They listened to that voice. She's not safe. Who was it? Who was warning them? And why didn't they listen? Investigators analyzed the audio. They enhanced it. They isolated the voice. It was a man's voice. Low, quiet, sinister. They ran it through voice recognition software. It matched a man named Frank Delgado. He was a neighbor. He lived 2 houses down. He had a criminal record. He had been arrested for stalking years ago, but he was never convicted. The family didn't even know him. They had never spoken to him. Police searched Frank's house. They found photos of Lily. Dozens of them. Photos taken from outside her window. Photos of her at school. Photos of her walking home. He had been watching her for months. The voice on the tape wasn't a warning. It was a threat. He was telling them what he was going to do, and they had no idea. Frank Delgado was arrested. He didn't confess. He didn't explain. He just sat there, silent. But the evidence was overwhelming. The voice, the photos, his history, the DNA found in Lily's room. It all pointed to him. He was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. But Lily was never found. She disappeared that night and never came back. The family still watches that Thanksgiving footage. They still hear that voice. She's not safe. They know now what it meant. They know now who it was. But it's too late. The warning came too late. And Lily is still missing. Share this story to raise awareness. Because sometimes the people who warn us aren't trying to help. They're telling us what they've already done.